Alexa's price tag is getting higher and higher, and how Manatee County is responding to this latest challenge.
Plus, why you may notice an increase in security at high school football games on the Suncoast this season.
And how wedding parties are making accommodations to some uninvited guests and the smell that comes with them. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news at 6, high school football kicks off in just 24 hours. And the new Sarasota County School District Police Force is busy putting safety and security plans together for each game. The officer putting Sarasota County game day plans together, Officer Mike Halpin, has also created security plans for presidents, national parades, and even the Pope. When he worked for the New York Police Department, he has spent hours creating what are called operation plans for those football games. He's created response plans for when things run smoothly and just in case they don't.
We'll have various assignments throughout the game, from roaming patrol to stationary posts to crowd control to making sure the players and referees get on and off the field safely.
Officers are encouraging spectators not to bring bags to those games.
Well, we're hoping forecast for football is going to be good. Remember last year we had so many rainouts on
really
Fridays?
Did.
Yeah. But,
hopefully not the same this year.
They should be playing tonight because it's not too many storms out there tonight. Bob's tracking them all here with our first alert forecast.
Not yet, but we have some big storms in South Sarasota County near Appomattox Road and Boulevard, and also looks like Sumter near Northport, near US 41, War Mineral Springs. Big storms starting to fire up there along the sea breeze front, and the east coast breeze has made it all the way over now, and you can just see those storms exploding near Punta Gorda, near Port Charlotte and Northport. And now we're going to start to see some here too, I do believe, near Parrish, some very heavy rainfall, though they're few and far between. More and more will start to pop up here in North Sarasota County as well as into South Manatee, I think, in the next hour or so. You can see that rainfall has moved through Punta Gorda for the most part, but Northport's still seeing it. And quite a few lightning strikes have developed just in the last 10 minutes here. Not a lot, but it just shows you that the storm is intensifying somewhat. It will continue to trend off toward the west, Tarpon Point, War Mineral Springs, Northport, getting a little less action right now. You can see down to street level we go. We mentioned the heavier rainfall near War Mineral Springs. There's US 41 right there, South Biscayne Drive, also getting some heavy rainfall. Rainfall rates pretty impressive, up to 1.5 inches to almost 2 inches of rain per hour. Looks like it's not going to stick around all that long. It should be moving off to the west at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. As I mentioned, other storms will start to pop up right along I-75 really and pushing off to the west. Wind flow has been westerly here over the last couple of hours. That has brought that smell of the dead fish in the bay onshore into the mainland in some areas. Well, more in our forecast. Let you know about a little wind shift change coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Bob, thank you. People who live near Sarasota Bay are looking to Manatee County for help cleaning up dead fish from red tide. Some photos were sent to us by a viewer who lives at the northern end of the bay near Longbar Point, where winds have pushed piles of dead fish up along the shoreline. He says the neighborhood wants the county to put as much effort in cleaning up the dead fish from inland waters as it does on our beaches. Manatee County has provided them with a list of fishermen who will clean up the dead fish, but for a price.
Well, red tide continues to affect not only our beaches and waterfront businesses, but tourism as well. Dozens of people have canceled or changed their vacation plans, but what about those who have been planning to exchange their marriage vows in the sand?
ABC 7's Rebecca Fernandez joins us live from Venice Beach tonight with how bridal parties and their wedding planners have had to deal with this uninvited guest. Rebecca?
Scott, Jacqueline, our beaches are popular for not just laying out in the sun, but for the weddings here. It's one of the top destinations in Florida. But with the way the conditions have been lately, this dream venue has turned into a nightmare.
That like a week prior on my way to work, and I cried like the whole, I've been a nervous wreck over it.
This couple had been planning their dream wedding for a year, but just weeks away from the big day, they found out the devastating news about our beaches.
We have 75 people coming down here, so it was hard. You know what I mean? You can't just cancel 75 reservations.
And that has been the common scenario for dozens of brides who planned on saying "I do" in the sand on the Suncoast.
It's really hard to predict. Tomorrow might be a different day again, so it's difficult. It's definitely difficult.
Wedding planners have either had to make other arrangements
And then we even found that spot, and he said it still even stunk, so he had to like move it down farther. We contemplated even going, like, moving the whole entire wedding to like Madeira Beach or Clearwater or something because of it being so bad.
Or just prepare the brides on how to deal with all the side effects that come with red tide.
We have postponed a few, but we've also managed to, because we've been doing this for 18 years, we've managed to find the best beach for our couples. We sort of started down on Manasota Beach and went all the way up from Manasota to Sharkeys to Venice to Nokomis, Siesta, Lido, Longboat to try to find the best spot for our couples.
And even still, brides have had to deal with dead fish all along the shoreline, the unbearable stench in the air, and the coughing and headaches that come with it. But for some, it still managed to be the perfect setting.
I was really upset at first, but then I realized, I was like, as long as he's standing in front of me, I don't care. Like, if people don't want to come because of it stinking, I don't care. As long as he's standing in front of me. I just wanted my toes in the sand.
And other wedding planners told me that they just hope this goes away soon, because come October, busy season begins and it'll become an even bigger problem. Live in Venice, Rebecca Fernandez, ABC 7, your Suncoast News. Back to you guys.
Okay, Rebecca, thank you. An update now on a pool that has been closed all week because of the red tide. City of Sarasota officials say Lido Pool, the surrounding pavilion, and concessions will remain closed through next week. The pool closed on Tuesday because of the bad smell and poor air quality in the area.
Well, here's another neighborhood dealing with red tide. This is at Trailer Estates near Bayshore Gardens in Manatee County. Thousands of dead fish right along the water line there. Another update here in Sarasota County, 127 tons of red tide debris, dead fish, have already been removed from public beaches and boat ramps.
Well, for all of our latest coverage on the red tide outbreak and to get answers to your most asked questions, head online to mysuncoast.com for all of those answers.
Coming up on your Suncoast News, as the high school football season inches closer, one team will reportedly be without its head coach for several games.
And Manatee County's latest effort to fight crime in neighborhoods.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation, caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
Ready to open up new opportunities as an electrician? Don't do it yourself. Team up with Mr. Sparky instead. We're locally owned and looking for people like you. We offer our electricians great perks that you just won't get going it alone. And whether you're an apprentice, a master electrician, or somewhere in between, we have a spot for you.
Best decision I ever made.
Apply online or call today.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Temperatures are rising and the deals are heating up during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota. The Ram 1500 has been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy for 6 years in a row. Get an all-new 2019 Ram Quad Cab for as little as $24,999, or save big and get up to $13,000 off a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system could make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now, SoClean.com has released the world's first automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs and bacteria. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer, risk-free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
The SoClean works, and it's a really effective product, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to use.
SoClean works on all popular CPAP machines and masks, destroying CPAP germs and bacteria without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and walk away. Voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited-time offer. Call now,
800-604-0398.
or visit SoClean.com today.
My California classes experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closet story.
New at 6, suspensions for the Braden River High School football program. Head coach Kurt Bradley, offensive coordinator Eric Sanders reportedly out for the first 3 games of the season, according to ABC 7 sources. The suspensions include Friday's kickoff classes against Lehigh Acres and the first 2 regular season games, which are both on the road. They are related to accessing practice and game footage of a rival team that was only meant for college recruiters. Bradley and Sanders are set to return for Week 3's home game against Manatee. That same week, a Braden River senior who was suspended for receiving improper benefits will appeal his season-long suspension.
Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School will also be kicking off football season soon with another high school that knows about tragedy all too well. 2 different schools who share a common bond of grief through the loss of loved ones. Florida High lost a member of their family last year to cancer. Cam Brown's fight captivated people across the country and in turn gave the Seminoles something to fight for. On Saturday, that fight will be shared with the Stoneman Douglas fight in the form of a wristband.
We're both schools that have gone through something very tragic, and I think when I get there on Saturday and I have my pads on and I'm gonna get on the field, I'm gonna realize how big of a moment this is and how this is something I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. This really is a special moment.
Well, both of those teams will stand together for the national anthem, a special moment shared by 2 schools, 2 football programs brought together through similar emotions, and now a wristband.
The University of South Florida is going back to school with a step into the future. The Sarasota Manatee campus held 2 unique events today. The first, teaching faculty and staff 3D anatomy lessons using new technology. It's called Z-Space and lets students learn about every muscle, tissue, and bone in the body. In addition to humans, Z-Space has hundreds of other models students can dissect, including the traditional frog.
It'll give you an entire definition of what we're exactly looking at. Also, possible diagnoses, tendinitis, sprains, and then also origin and insertion points here.
Studies show that critical thinking is a skill most employers want that students don't have. So USF also held 2 workshops to discuss critical thinking and how to teach that skill to students. All right. Bob is talking red tide. We showed you some of the images from around the area, and a lot of them now that we're seeing is not so much the beaches, but the bays and the inland waters.
The bays and inlands, and it looks like I had a chance to get out to the bay for the first time in Manatee County with Captain Scott Moore, and a sad picture. This actually drew me out there. He sent this to me. This is a redfish, a game fish. You know, you don't usually the red tide, if it's weak, it kills the pinfish and the smaller fish around. But boy, this is a game fish, redfish, and what Captain's worried about is that a lot of these redfish in September will start to move out from the bay into the Gulf, and if they have to go through that red tide, they're not going to make it. He said north of Anna Maria Island, he went out there with his family, and near Passage Key around Bean Point, water's clear. There's not a problem at red tide there at all. Let's hope it doesn't spread that way. Casey Key webcam still showing that brownish color, though. You can see it. It's still around. And my scientist down there in Venice reporting today, he did another sample showing over 1 million parts per liter in Venice. And we have this east to southeasterly wind flow. That's a little bit better than that west wind, bringing everything on shore. But that's soon to change, it looks like. Early next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it goes back to west. Big storms now. We talked about this at 4 o'clock. We saw that sea breeze kind of hung up right along I-75, and that southeast breeze and east wind coming all the way over. Now the storms are converging right there, or at least the winds are converging, creating this massive area of heavy rainfall that you see from Charlotte County northward through Tarpon Point. Northport still getting some rain near US 41. That's the second round right there. This is the first round that moved through Northport earlier. And you can see some of the heavier rainfall now again down south near Mayaca Drive, just right here along along US 41, stretching on off to Pan American Boulevard. All that heading to the west. Quite a bit of lightning strikes down there too. And check the radar on this. This is getting close to severe colors here near Tarpon Point, heading, not Tarpon Point, but Rotunda and Placida down the road. So get ready for some very heavy rainfall. To the north, Manatee County, this has been sitting around for the past hour now and starting to generate quite a bit of lightning near Rye Road, US, again, I should say 75. And State Road 64 up near Parrish, heading off toward the west-northwest. Another cell just now firing up near Fruitville and Bee Ridge, heading off to the west. Well, we need a tropical low, that'd be nice, in the Gulf of Mexico to really start to kick the winds up. Something like this one. Top winds are at 45 miles an hour. It is a tropical storm now. Ernesto has gained tropical storm status as a result of a warm core center and high pressure over the top of it, but it'll only be around for another 12 hours before it heads off to the open waters of the Atlantic, so no concern there. This is a bit of a concern for heavy rain for the Windward Islands. It looks rather impressive. Again, if this were last year, it would be a little bit more concerning, but the winds are strong in the upper levels of the atmosphere in the Caribbean and forecast to be that way, so the chances of it developing into something significant, very small at 20%, but we have to keep a close watch on it. We've got a deep area of convection developing what appears to be around the center there. For us tonight, scattered showers and storms up until about 9-10 o'clock, and then most of that should move on. We'll see clearing skies and similar conditions anticipated tomorrow with that afternoon shower and thunderstorm activity developing along the sea breeze, which will start to fire up again in the afternoon. Right around 3 o'clock, you'll start to see all the winds near the coast anyway turn toward the east, and that's that west coast sea breeze where we will see showers and storms firing up. The high today was 91. 75 was the morning low, pretty close to seasonal averages. Temperatures into the upper 80s to low 90s where it's not raining, but Northport has cooled off into the mid 70s there. Showers and storms with this low pressure area, and this is a key, this low pressure area, they'll continue to see a series of these which will deepen this trough in the eastern third of the nation, will once again push that high pressure ridge to our south, which will in turn bring us that westerly wind flow. Out west, the high fire danger continues into Idaho, Oregon, and even parts of Washington, all the way up to British Columbia, and severe thunderstorms are possible there in the central U.S., and we could see some flooding problems in Las Vegas all the way down into Arizona. Temperatures for highs tomorrow, 94 degrees for a high tomorrow in Minot, so it's hotter there than it is here. Let's get to the boating forecast and show you what's happening. Winds will be out of the southeast, turning to the southwest at 10 knots, and a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The 7-day forecast, 40% chance for late day storms tomorrow. A high temperature 91, heat index up near 100 to 103 in the afternoon. Rain chance lessens on Saturday for those late day storms. 30% chance for late day storms on Sunday, and then we go to the morning showers and storms scattered about through early next week into midweek. Back to you.
Bob, thank you. Now some breaking news of a crash in the South Venice area. There's a crash at Granada and US 41. One person seriously injured there. Police tweeting a picture of a helicopter landing right in the middle of the road. It is backing up traffic in that area, so police are asking you to avoid the area if possible.
Samoset's future is looking brighter with talks of adding lights throughout the town to help with public safety. Manatee County commissioners held a workshop earlier this week discussing how a pilot project could work in that area. As of now, the only lights in the town are if the residents or business owners put them in themselves. Usually 67% of neighborhoods support is needed to go ahead with that project, but commissioners decided to change the rules for this. The county also says they would partner with Florida Power and Light to provide low costs for residents.
We will put the poles up in a partnership with FPL, do our infrastructure tax that we pass the citizens. The bill will be paid by the residents of $2.50 a month.
The next steps the county will take is to hold a public community meeting to inform people about the lights and then do an official vote. There is no date set for that vote, but it should be before the end of the year.
If you're looking for a new watch or maybe a diamond ring, the 2018 Florida Unclaimed Property Auction may be what you need to do. Nearly 51,000 items are set to be auctioned off Saturday in Tampa. The sale is made up of abandoned items left behind in bank safe deposit boxes. Once a safe deposit box has been abandoned for 3 years, the bank sends the contents to a state vault, where they're held for another 2 years. After that time, the items are then auctioned off to the public.
It could also be tangible items like jewelry and watches and baseball cards from a forgotten safe deposit box. Those assets, the actual tangible property, is held at the bank for 3 years, and then it comes to the Division of Unclaimed Property where we hold it for 2 years.
If you're interested, the auction is this Saturday at the Tampa Marriott West Shore Hotel beginning at 10 in the morning.
The DeSoto County Sheriff's Office looking for someone willing to adopt some livestock. DeSoto County Sheriff's Office agricultural deputies found 2 male llamas and 2 male goats, and they cannot find the current owners. They're looking for someone who is experienced and knowledgeable in livestock. If you'd like to be considered as an adoptive owner, you can contact the Sheriff's Office at 863-993-4700.
I'd be missing them if they were mine.
I know.
We'll be right back.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night, or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night, and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
You want a Maserati, but you need an SUV. Why not have both? Levante, the Maserati of SUVs.
Experience it at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
If you think it's hot outside, just wait until you see even hotter savings inside. Only at Rugs As Art Hot Summer Savings Sale event will you find the lowest prices on a vast selection of stunning rugs, furniture accents, and accessories. This special event only happens once a year, so hurry in before the best selections are gone. The Hot Summer Savings event ends soon, so don't miss out on the best prices ever. Rugs As Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
I heard about the Dotole Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotole Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotole Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
I'm Alan Cohn. Liver cancer on the rise. With many other cancers on the decline, why are so many still getting diagnosed with liver cancer?
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Manatee County had big plans for the premier sports campus in Lakewood Ranch before they bought it for over $5 million last year.
But some early changes are driving that price tag even higher. ABC7's Adam Cellini is live in Lakewood Ranch tonight. And Adam, can the county afford to spend $500,000 more on this facility?
Well, Scott and Jacqueline, they say they are able to do that, and that's because of where the money is coming from. So I'm standing at the site of the Future Meeting Center here at the Premier Sports Complex. The estimated price went from $800,000 to $1.3 million after the Tourism Bureau was talking with some of their top clients like U.S. Soccer, who were complaining that they themselves had to rent tents for hundreds of thousands of dollars just to escape the Florida sun. So this new meeting center will be a place for coaches, referees to meet. It'll also be a place where there are concessions, but most importantly, a place where people can receive medical attention, especially cases of heat exhaustion. So the extra $500,000 is anticipated to be asked for from the tourist development tax budget. And the reason the county is so confident, or excuse me, tourism officials are so confident they have this money is because this will help drive more tourism tax revenue in their minds. Just last year, over 18,000 hotel nights were generated by the Premier Sports Complex. This year, they're anticipating over 21,000 hotel nights from tournaments that are held here, and they expect that to just expand into the future as they continue to build up the infrastructure here at the complex. Reporting live here in Lakewood Ranch, I'm Adam Cellini. Back to you in the studio.
Adam, thank you. World News Tonight is next.
We'll see you again at 7 and 11. Have a good day.
My California Closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
So I kind of grew up all across the country. I come from 5 generations of military men. My dad is still active duty. My grandpa is retired Marines. I like going for runs with my dog. I love, taking her out to the dog beach over in Venice. There are so many things here to do on the Suncoast. My goal every day when I come into work at ABC7 is to tell your stories, give you that major local news and those details that you really care about. I'm Jacqueline Matter, and I'm here for you.
You now have the power to prioritize your Facebook feed and get local news and information from the team you trust. Go to the ABC7 Sarasota page on Facebook. Give us a like, then click following and choose See First. That's it. Customize even more by choosing notifications. Choose breaking news, posts, live videos, anything you want to see in real time. Take control of your newsfeed and stay connected to what's happening in your community with ABC7 on Facebook.
Get more for your money during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Sunset Subaru. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Impreza is an IIHS top safety pick for 11 years running. Lease a new Subaru Impreza today for just $182 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 78.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Hurricane season is here,
And so is the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. This essential resource arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit, shelter locations, what to do with pets, and important phone numbers. Visit mysuncoast.com and download the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. Brought to you by Batteries Plus, the Florida Lottery, and Sarasota Glass and Mirror.
Find out first at 4 on the Suncoast with ABC7 News at 4. ABC7 News at 4 starts with a detailed look at your first alert weather forecast to help you plan and prepare. We give you a fresh, fast-paced rundown of the day's top stories and videos, including breaking news, live updates, and traffic hotspots, all at a new, more convenient time. Find out first at 4, weekdays on ABC7.